stressful?
Stressful. It's scary, you know, because such an iconic character and such an iconic film that you want to do it justice. You want to please, you know, the old fans, but you also want to try to build a whole new audience, to make a movie that, you know, our generation can jump on board with it, or even younger than us, if you haven't seen the original movie.
It wasn't that scary. I mean, it was a very serious set, but we had a lot of fun. I mean, of course it was scary, you know, when we were actually shooting, but in between takes it was quite
I think, too,
fun.
It wasn't scary in the sense of how the movie is scary, but for you guys particularly, it was scary, some of the things you had to do. I mean, physically and sort of, you know, different kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got sucked under the water. That was scary, right?
That was scary. I
couldn't have done that.
I had a scene where I'm swimming in the pool and I'm supposed to get ripped underwater, and there's a diver underneath, and I'm treading water, and he grabs me by the ankle and rips me under, and I never know when he's going to do it, so I don't really have time to catch my breath.
That sounds quite dangerous.
And they pull me down pretty deep. He pulls me down at least like 8-9 feet, and
oh man.
and they have to hold me there for a beat so the camera can film what's going on. So I'm already out of breath before he even lets me go. So by the time he lets me go, I'm literally like fighting my way back to the surface so I don't drown.
I couldn't have done that.
It was terrible.
No.
Great. I mean, he's so giving and generous as an actor, and he's sensitive and super helpful and just encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, I only had really one sequence with him, but he was really supportive, and he was very aware of when to kind of approach you, and thus vice versa. I think like there was a good kind of non-spoken language of when it was okay to talk or laugh or joke around, and then when it was time to let the victims get in their headspace and let him become
He's very
the
aware.
boogeyman. Yeah, it was a good kind of a process without words.
Outside of that, it was pretty good.
And that was Jackie didn't cry on purpose. Or
No, that was an accident. No, I mean it's like you said, Jackie has been around for a long time, and he's extremely talented, and he's very aware of his other actors, and he's very giving to his other actors, and he's just somebody he's the kind of actor you want to work with, you know, because he really puts a lot of work in, and he really cares about what he does. I mean, he's somebody you enjoy working with, because, you know, his performance can only amplify your performance, and it's a give and take kind of thing.
yeah, I mean, it was all night shoots.
6
so we
weeks
would
at
sleep
least.
in the day, you know, which was also, that's weird.
Especially on the weekends when you
Yeah.
wake up and like everything's closed and there's really nothing to
God,
do.
I hated that.
I
I
know.
really hated that. You couldn't even like get a pizza or something.
No.
We had like
Wake
a
up at
month and a
midnight.
half of night shoots.
We sort of became like hotel rats. We just sort of
Fortunately, 24-hour room, or maybe
Yeah.
unfortunately, the room
24
service
hours.
issue. Television. I personally, it's really hard for me to fall asleep. It always has been my whole life. I just will, even if I go to bed, I just lie there. And then as I lie there, every little noise starts to
Freak you out.
Yeah, you're
me
quite
out,
high
and
strung. I
go
can't
to bed.
imagine you ever sleeping really. Do you
I
ever
don't sleep much. I don't much. You know, if I really pass out, then I'll be out for a long while.
Yeah.
But I don't really like the lying in the dark in bed thing. You know, I don't know why, but in the hotel room in Chicago, I would leave the lights on. That's the only time that I've ever done that. I don't know if that was connected to the movie, but I did. It's true, and I never do that. It's weird.
I don't know. I don't really think anything keeps me up at night. I literally, when I hit the pillow, I'm asleep in 15
Lucky.
seconds.
Lucky.
I can really sleep anywhere, anytime, any place. I could go to sleep right now.
Anybody? All right, you go.
I have a hard time sleeping in general too. I mean, when I get to sleep, I could literally sleep like 15 hours if I want. But I'm the same way. I really am kind of on a vampire schedule where I stay up to the point where I'm going to pass out. Otherwise, I'll lie in bed and then get back up and be up for like 2 hours and lie in bed and get back up. I have the same thing as you. I have a really hard time getting to sleep.